why Wizarding Alice just came out my mouth. I haven't called this channel that for a while, but hey, welcome to a new Wizarding Alice video. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. This week's video is very chill. I'm just going to sit and talk to you with my broken drawer that I need to fix, and my straightener's cooling over there. My curtain's half done. I need to clean. I'm filming this on a Friday. That's what a Friday is for, but I didn't want to clean and then film because then I would be all sweaty and gross. So yeah, that's the behind the scenes of this. Jolene is back there somewhere as well. You might see her in the reflection in the mirror. She sort of moves about, but she's having a little nap this morning before we head out for a WALK. So I figured I'd take this time to do a little bit of filming before I kind of properly get started with my day. Hello, hi, I hope you're doing well. Figured I would just do a little sit down, little chat, how things are going, what's gonna happen in the future. I don't know, just whatever comes out my mouth basically, because I've been doing a lot of vlogs lately and I've been enjoying them, but they're quite a lot of time to make and edit, so sometimes I need to just take a week and just have a little bit of a chill, of a relax, and not have to edit for several hours. Even though I feel like this year I've really put a lot of time and effort into improving my videos and just generally trying to make them a bit better, a bit funnier, you know, put a bit more time into them. And I have, and I'm proud of them, but they never quite come out how I want them to. I think I need to bite the bullet and maybe pay to, you know, take some editing classes and like color grading classes and things like that. But I'll need to wait till I have some money because I'm still paying off some loans right now, but we'll get there. But I really appreciate you guys sticking around with my channel. I'm really excited about the direction it's going in, and yeah, I think it's going to be only up from here. Speaking of, in terms of videos that are going to be coming up in the next wee while, I've got my little secret spreadsheet here. I've got a couple of fun things coming up over the next few weeks, months, what have you. So number one, I'm going to Amsterdam for the day soon, so that is going to be a vlog for sure. I'm hesitant to say all these because, for example, last year I was supposed to go to Amsterdam, film a vlog, and the flight got cancelled, so I didn't get to go. So take everything I'm saying with a pinch of salt, but this is the plan. Obviously I'm doing more videos than these. This is just some of the highlights, I suppose. In the summer we have planned to go to where we're going, York, for like Jolene's little holiday yearly trip. She always gets a little summer holiday, so that will be really fun. So I'm looking forward to that, and I will vlog that as well, of course. We're gonna do some fun things, some dog friendly things in York as well, so maybe you could take some inspiration if you have a dog yourself. We're going to like a dog competition event. This is throughout the whole year, by the way. This isn't just like next few days. And then next year, this is beyond YouTube. So this year it's really been all about paying, I say it as if it's not just February, but it's been about paying off debts, loans that I got from last year from taking time off work, kind of like resettling my finances, starting to save up again. So in terms of like big holidays, I'm not really doing any. Well, that's not true. For my birthday, I'm going on like a week-long Center Parcs trip, but I'm not going to vlog that. And a lot of that was paid for as like gifts for my birthday. But then after that, and then I've got the summer holiday in York, which isn't that far away, but it'll be nice. And then that's it. And then I'm saving up, so hopefully next year I'll be able to go to Mexico, which is somewhere I've always wanted to go. I say next year, it would be like next October, so it's quite a long way away. So I'm not really going to be doing that many holidays and trips until then. So I can go on this sort of all-out Mexico trip, which would be amazing. I really want to try the Mexican food. I want to go and see Chichen Itza, and I really want to try Mexican food. I've said that. I want to test out my Spanish skills as well, because as you may or may not know, I've been learning Spanish for quite a while and I've never really had the chance to speak it. So that will be fun. So that's kind of what the goal is over the next year or so. And obviously I'm going to keep doing videos and there'll be little trips and things like that. But in terms of holiday content after the summer, it might dry up a little bit, but like I say, me and my mum do day trips all the time. I like to do a day trip to like Belgium and like Luxembourg and places like that, so I'll probably do little trips. It's the good thing about living in Europe, I guess, is that you can just sort of bop about and it's not too much of a big deal. Still costs a lot of money, but time wise it doesn't take that much time out your day. So yeah, maybe Norway, who knows, but obviously I'll vlog all those and bring them to you guys. Jolene as well is doing really well. She's crushing it. She's doing great. She's going to turn 2 really soon. I'm hoping to film her birthday as well, do a little vlog for that. I can't believe she's going to be 2. I feel like I got her like a day ago. It's crazy. I know it's such a cliche, but she grows up so fast. Bless her little heart. It makes me sad a little bit. She's my big brave girl, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to stay a puppy forever. And I feel like 2 is the age that people say like they are definitely not a puppy after that, because the kind of borderline of like when you can stop calling them a puppy seems to really differ depending on what you look at. But everyone's like, definitely after 2 she's not a puppy. I mean, I'll still call her a puppy, but she's not a puppy anymore. That makes me sad. Obviously, I've been quite open on this channel about my mental health and dealing with depression, OCD. I've got a million things. I won't go into all of them, and how I've been doing. And I've also been very open about the fact that that journey has been very up and down. And I would say I've been down recently, which is why a lot of my videos have been sort of pre-recorded quite far in the future. I like to do that so that when I have times like this, I don't have to worry about filming for that week or anything like that, because I know I've kind of bought myself some time. But yeah, I'd say I've been having a tough little while, not for any particular reason. It's just one of those things, it just goes up and down. But I've been starting to feel up. I'm putting this in very simple terms because I feel like I've got a bit of a life plan in place. And of course, this plan might never come to fruition. I might change my mind, as I often do, lose interest, decide to do something else, and that's totally fine. But at least for now, it's kind of giving me a sense of purpose and something to work towards and something that I'm really excited about, which has definitely obviously helped my mental health. So I'm really hesitant to talk about it because I'm worried that in like 2 years someone will be like, how's that going? And I'll be like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. But I'm being open about it. It's just something that I feel very passionate about right now, and who knows what will happen. So I've always been very fascinated with the sort of darker parts of life. You know, when I go on holiday, I want to go to those places where horrendous things have happened. You know, I've always been interested in like true crime and serial killers. Dark tourism has always been a big interest in mine, the sort of darker sides of religion, you know, just all of that kind of stuff. I've always been very fascinated by. And obviously, if you don't know my background, I have a psychology degree and I also have a criminology and criminal justice master's degree. So kind of combining those two together, I've always been very fascinated with forensic psychology and the sort of psychology of evil and all of that kind of thing, and what makes people do evil things, essentially. That's always been a real passion of mine, I suppose. And as you also may or may not know, I'm currently doing a part-time degree with the Open University. It was originally an open degree I was doing where I could pick any subjects from anywhere. I've now switched that, so I'm now doing a straight-on history degree. So my goal is to complete the history degree. Bear in mind, I've got another 5 years of it because I'm doing it part-time. But finish the history degree, and then I'm hoping to have saved up enough money. What do I have, like, is that a hair, or am I just like really angry? I don't know. Anyway, to save up enough over those 5 years where I can go and spend the year living in Leicester, which if you don't know is a city in England, and complete a master's degree there in what is it called? Holocaust and Genocide Studies. Because they have a genocide institute there. It's kind of considered like, you know, one of the best places in the UK to go and study that. That would be my goal, to do a master's degree in that, and then maybe do a PhD in genocide and eventually become a lecturer in that topic. So yeah, that's my goal, and it's something I feel very excited about and very passionate about at the moment. It's a subject matter that I've always felt very passionate about. I never really talk about on the channel because I don't want to be a bummer, but it's something I've always been very interested in and done a lot of research on, particularly around that psychology of evil, Hannah Arendt's banality of evil, all of that kind of thing. So I would really like to be able to study it further. I want to study the history degree first to just get that basis of how you write in sort of the history academic context, which is obviously really different because that's an arts degree and I've only ever done science degrees before. Research methods, you know, get that basic knowledge built in. I know how to obviously write to a university degree standard, but not necessarily how history departments would want you to write, and build up that base level of knowledge. Gives me a bit of time, and then hopefully, I mean, obviously I'd have to be accepted and everything, but I'm hoping with 3 degrees I would be. I don't know, I'm not good at writing personal statements, so who knows. Get into that and then be able to spend the year living down in Leicester to complete that with Jolene and everything. But obviously I would want to do that full time, so I would need to be saving a lot of money so that I either wouldn't have to work or would have to just do like a part-time job at the weekends or something, so that I can focus really on my studies. And then PhDs are weird because you sort of apply to a university and say, this is what I want to do for a PhD, will you have me? It's not like they're like, here's what you can do. But my goal would be to come back up here and live here because I like living here. So yeah, that's kind of like my long-term, maybe like 10-year plan, to eventually become a lecturer or a professor or whatever you want to call it. I think would be my goal. Again, it might not happen, but that's what I'm feeling really passionate about at the moment and what I really want to do. Every single day I've been doing research into the topic, reading research papers, books, articles, just trying to do a little bit, even if it was only like 20 minutes every single day, to really build up my knowledge so that when I go and do the master's degree I already have a good understanding. Because it's such a huge topic, I just feel like you could never know everything, but I'm trying my best. So that's something I've been working on every day, taking notes, doing research, finding out books to read. I've been reading Rise and Fall of the Third Reich. That's totally unrelated, but it's been quite useful, and the Zone of Interest, and trying to read a lot of those fiction books as well around it and looking at discussions about those books. And yeah, just really trying to get myself into the world a little bit of sort of academia again. So that's the goal. Should be starting my next year of university in April. Fingers crossed. Now I'm doing the proper history degree, so that will be really fun, going into the history units. The Open University doesn't really focus on that side of things in terms of history, or even go into like that, you know, from let's say the 40s onwards, where most of the genocide studies comes from. So when I do my history degree just now, I'm going to focus more on medieval and Tudor, because that's another big interest of mine. So I'm going to focus on that. That's going to be my sort of specialty and what I maybe write my dissertation on, and then sort of switch over. And who knows, I can look into, there's a really good book, well, I don't know if it's good, but there's a book I really want to read about genocide in the Middle Ages, and I think that just sort of generally like combines my two interests together. So who knows, maybe that's something I look into in the future. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. Just chug along on my history degree, get that finished, save up money, and then hopefully start that journey. But who knows, and I'm hoping to obviously bring you guys along with me. Might change my mind. I like my job just now. It's not like I'm, you know, desperate for a big change or anything. So I'm just going to keep sort of plugging away at that, seeing how things go, and then who knows where I'll be. Hopefully this time in 5 years I'll be telling you that I'm moving to Leicester. Leicester's not the only university that does it. There's also Royal Holloway in London as well, but London is a big change, and with a dog I think that would be quite difficult, whereas Leicester is definitely much more accessible. It's cheaper. It's a lot of things. So Leicester's kind of where I'm gunning for at the moment, but we'll see. I'm hoping even within the next year or so to go down to Leicester and attend a postgraduate open day, you know, even though it's years in the future. I'd just like to kind of, you know, get an understanding, make sure that this is something I want to do and invest all my time in. So yeah, it's very exciting stuff going on at the moment, and it's giving me purpose. It's making me very excited about things going forward, which is nice. I feel like I'm one of those personalities where I need something to be obsessed with at any one time. Maybe it's the autism in me, I don't know, but I need to have something that I'm like, this is taking up all my brain space. So yeah, I basically just wanted to update you guys on that and other things that are going on in my life. I feel like vlogs, sometimes you're so focused on, I'm doing this today, that you don't really get the chance to sit down and chat. So thought I'd pop this video in for this week. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed sort of sitting down chatting with me. I'd love to know, please let me know in the comments, what's going on in your life? What are you up to? Do you have any 1, 5, 10-year goals? I'd love to know. I'm really enjoying this little community that we're building here. So thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye.